Good morning, everybody. Pastor Rick here, Broadman Baptist Church, and today I want to talk with you about um, idea versus relationship, and um, specifically about your relationship with God. We all have a spiritual birthday, a time when we reached out and admitted that we needed God, asked God into our lives. And those of us who don't are the focus of our missions individually in life to get those people reunited to the cross so that they too can be reborn and have a spiritual birthday. For those of us who do, you've been a Christian for a while, maybe even not so long, but you've been to church, probably been to church a lot. Hopefully, you've been baptized, and maybe even you've done some missions in the church. Maybe you've taught something or facilitated something, been part of an event. You've participated in the life of the church. But there is a big difference between believing something or believing in something about somebody and believing in someone. One more time, there's a big difference in believing things about someone or about a thing and believing in someone. The first thing, believing things about someone, just requires intelligence, it requires information. You eventually, spiritually speaking, get enough information to intelligently bring you to the conclusion that you believed that Jesus was God's son, that he died on a cross and came back to life, and it is through that that you have salvation and grace available to you, so that you can then be part of the family of God, be one of God's adopted children, then have a home in heaven. That is all informational belief. And it can inform somebody's life, and it can spur somebody on to activities and church membership and all the things that we associate with Christian life. However, that's only part of the step. Believing in someone requires there to be a relationship. It's not possible to have a relationship with an idea or even ideas or a set of rules or a process. You can't have a relationship with the church. Church can be part of your relationship with God, can be a big part of your relationship with God, but you can't actually have a relationship with the church building or the church letterhead or the church business. A relationship requires two living things to be involved. That's the only way that there can be a relationship. So the step then that needs to be taken, the game changer, so to speak, is understanding how much the creator of the universe loves you. He loves you like there is no one else to love. And he wants more for you than the simple grace and salvation of believing in him, accepting him. He wants you to embrace him as Father and to establish a relationship with him based on that embrace of him as Father, to cry out to him that, God, I am yours. Not that I just believe in you, or that you are what you say you are, that you believe in God, not just what you know about God. And to say that I want you for my life, meaning God, I accept your forgiveness, and from now on, it's just you and me. I'm going to live for an audience of one. I'm going to live in your love and by your love, and I'm going to demonstrate your love because we have a relationship now. When that step is taken, something changes. Now, God becomes very real because you've established a relationship and not just a belief system based on some information, ideas, and the rules that go along with that. So uh, we have to wonder how many Christians are out there that have an actual relational, emotional connection with God, not just a belief about God, but a belief in God. How many Christians out there get emotional, maybe even teared up about how God has worked in your life, the things that have been done on your behalf, and the wonder and the awe of the millions of things that have been done for you in the spiritual realm that you don't even know about yet. What an amazing God we have. Do you have a deep-seated peace about yourself in your heart because you know who God is informationally, but you know who you are to God relationally and who He is to you and the world? When that happens, the relationship becomes very authentic. It now is something that you can lean on, something you can draw strength from, something that you can use to get through the tough times in life and to have extra special times when things are not tough. So you have to ask yourself the question, do you believe what you know about God, or do you believe in God? Two very different things. I hope that you believe in God and that you're able to use that belief system, that relationship, to not only do your job of reconciliation, because Jesus left us with the ministry of reconciliation. So to use that relationship not only for your Christian job, but to use that relationship in your personal life as a way to move forward always, to not grow weary or despair, to have hope, and to have peace and comfort knowing that this relationship will get you through absolutely anything. That's what we're going for. That's the goal. So listen, I've got a scripture for you. It's 1 John 3:1. I'm going to read it to you. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God, and that is what we are. The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know Him. That's 1 John 3:1. Listen, I hope you have a marvelous day in the Lord. I hope today is the day you start your relationship with God and not just your knowledge of God. And as so many times, the Broadman word is my perceptions from a passage in the devotional Radical Wisdom. And I did get this from that devotional today. Listen, I will see you next time. Take care.